Good morning, Frank Watkins with Joe and Kylie.
Good morning.
The All Ords currently down about 45, last at around 77.30, 35. Just looking at the chart, firstly hoping it holds the 7600 level. Failing that, you've got to really barrack that it holds the 7500. Anyway, time will tell. Stocks to watch, things to watch. Currently, iron ore is hot. So we look at BHP very quickly, looking pretty good. We look at Fortescue very quickly, looking pretty good. CIA looking pretty good. They're all the same, pretty much. That's very sorcery, actually.
It is, it's great.
CIA. CXO for lithium, just breaking as we speak. And an old favourite, IIND. Anyway, to the scan. High, low. Okay, let's go. ALT, 0.002 of a cent. Okay, ALT, 4.61 billion out there. As I said, 0.002 of a cent. It does remind me, I'm not sure if I mentioned this one last week. We certainly talked about it in the office. XTC, 5.1 billion. We were looking at this when it was 0.006, talking about buying a break at 0.007, but very clever, we stuck to the rules and didn't buy it.
Yes.
So it hasn't traded since the 7th of Jan. We'll go back to the scan. BGL, don't actually mind the look of this, and the goldies aren't doing too badly, but I just think there's better gold stocks out there. GT1 or GTI, whatever it is. Been doing a fair bit lately, still a bit left to do. GUD, the structure's okay. We gapped up from a significant low, had a good run, backed off, filled the gap here, probably to within 1 or 2 cents, bounced from there. If it gets through the $12 mark, it might be worth a look for, let's say, bigger super funds. But again, I just think there's a lot better out there. We were at $12 5 years ago, so let's move on from that. KIN, just keep an eye on it. LVH, same. MGU, I think this looks very good.
Yeah.
Again, long-term significant low back here. Last time we were at this level was January 21. Nice gentle move up, bit of a decent move here, backed off. Pretty sure if MGU breaks 10 cents, it'll be looking good. Only 497 million out there. Just check the cash position, see if they're due for credit raise, cash raise, whatever they are.
Yeah, it doesn't go into a hole.
God, I still haven't got over the new year. S2R, I could say similar things. Gapped up from a very, very long-term low. Made a run. Clearly an announcement, big announcement on this day. A bit of FOMO up here. Backed off to a support level here. And I'd say if we get through 22.5, we'd be looking pretty good. Senataz, seen better.
Seen better.
SWM. Interesting. The chart looks good. There's a couple of things. We're not really coming off a great long-term low. And also, for whatever reason, I don't necessarily trust the media Not sure of the reason for that comment. TNT, probably seen better, but keep an eye on it. ZNO, I do like this. I've had a bit of a look at this in the past. Break of 40 cents on ZNO could be interesting. Only 120,000 gone through today, only 1.6 million out there. So another one to keep an eye on. Very slight rally in OBV. And on that note, I shall hand over to Kylie.
Thank you, Frank. Right, just my usual scan. Okay, what have we got? 11 today. Trusty old Beach Energy comes up. Again, we've all been a bit scarred by this stock, but if we didn't look at the name of it, it doesn't look too bad. Sort of getting higher highs, higher lows.
Can you throw it to 5 years, please?
5 years.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very gappy. It's a bit. Yeah, we'll move on. Let's move on. Grain chip. Okay, for those who aren't on it.
What a bolter.
What a bolter. Let it go. Let it sort itself out and wait for a buy entry. If you're in it, probably now's the time to think about your exit or your stop.
Let it go. I hope you're not going to burst into song.
Well, not today. Well, maybe tomorrow.
Maybe.
Yeah. But think about what your exit strategy is, what you do with your stops. Are you selling half? Are you adding? Where are you moving your stops to? So have a little think about how you're going to manage this if you are in it. CXO, as Frank's mentioned, is breaking out today. GTI, this is looks like a recent float, was November last year. That is a neat pattern, but it's very short. You'd ideally like that to be longer. It's popped out. I can't say there's too much wrong with it other than I would like to see a longer pattern for a longer run. That's just me. IPL looks great. I do like that. You could argue that's also had a good breakout today as well.
Must confess, I think these are the superphosphate mobs, and they've done very well in the last 6-9 months with good rains and farmers requiring super, but it's just one of those stocks. I find it hard to buy some of these rural stocks. Let's just move to this.
Okay, so anyway, so it doesn't look too bad. LPI, again, that to me has done a lot of work already. I think it needs to now level out. Hopefully it does at 60 cents, but that's a big move. It's gone basically from 40 to 60, 20 cents in a week or two.
Another lithium.
Another lithium. So again, if you're in it, think of what your strategy is now. If you're not, wait for a buy entry. Paladin Energy, did this come up for you? $1.
No, but break of $1.
Dollar looks good. Yeah, that's interesting. That's a long sideways move. You'd want it to be pretty gappy. I've seen better, but keep an eye on it.
Just about argue ascending triangle. Just about.
Just about. PNB, well, that's a big move today as well. Again, to get into that's pretty risky. I'd need to know, but maybe put that on your watch list.
Just gone for the gap at the moment.
Yeah.
Love to see it retrace from the gap and then go through.
Yeah.
Nice round number, $1.75.
Yep. This comes up a bit too. That sort of, again, need a pullback. That's looking okay at this level. Probably a 55, break of 55 might be a little bit more comfortable. Nice round number, and it's cleared all of the wicks as well. That's it for me.
That's it. Okay. We shall attempt again tomorrow. Cheers.